EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Blue 58! Hey, keep it up, keep it up! Hey, alert 3, alert 3! Come. Mike 55! Blue 58!
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Hatchet.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn it up. Keep 3.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The 44-yard line.
Got it. 50, Mike 50. Bend it. Shoot. Out. Watch the eye.
Second down, Peterson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Here we go. Watch 40 for Pittsburgh.
You ain't doing nothing, baby. You ain't doing nothing, baby.
Nice 42, nice you got? 42 the mic.
To throw on third down. Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. A good pickup there at 22. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
First down, here's the run with Peterson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Second and 5 at the Packers' 33-yard line.
Let's go. 32. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Looking to throw on second down. Peterson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third.
It's third down. Third.
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it staring at a third down and 13. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop.
Watch out. Let's go. Check. 42's the mic. Check. 42's the mic.
Now Haskins throwing long. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
At the 44-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
We need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And able to follow down on Lazard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Right there, 56. It's been a long day for you. Cat 300. Jeff. Max 56. Watch a slant. Mike 56.
Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some doubt.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Motion. 30. Hey, orbit. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Rodgers again now. Flushed out right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Go get him. Go get him. 42's Mike. 42's Mike.
I got him.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
Right here, right here.
That's it. Mike's 4-2.
Now Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Jim. Anyway. Jim. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh?
I got him. I got him.
Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins. Open man here. Sims complete.
The second down.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog.
49. Check 49.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's got Thompson here, complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. the second half gets underway.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Nice 42. Nice 42.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep. And got his man complete.
Let's go.
Give him 32 on the play. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And this one complete to Reed. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, 29 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
56 to
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He sets the fire deep. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Back north.
Mike 56.
Hey, Haywood.
56.
I'm coming for you.
try again on second down. Open here is Allison. That's complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 33. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. 22 yards there, first down.
It's a game of 22 yards. Let's go.
Rodgers now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Again, now throw with Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown.
Yeah, go.